Today we're talking about something so important for every pet parent, pet insurance. If you've been wondering whether it's worth it, how it works, or which companies to consider, you're in the right place. Pet insurance isn't just another monthly bill. It's a way to help cover unexpected veterinary costs. Most plans help with accidents and illnesses like broken bones, cancer treatments, surgeries, medications, and sometimes alternative care like acupuncture or rehab that I've personally been reimbursed for my dogs. Most policies don't cover routine care like vaccines or dental cleanings unless you add on a wellness plan. So here's the big question. When is pet insurance worth it? It usually makes sense if you don't want to be stuck with a $5,000+ bill all at once. Your pet has breed-specific health risks. Your pet tends to get into mischief. You want peace of mind over emergency bills. But if you're disciplined with saving money, some people do opt to build a dedicated vet emergency fund instead. We'll dive more into that soon. So most pet insurance companies will try to sell you a wellness add-on. Things like annual checkups, vaccines, preventative care. But here's the honest truth. Most of those have a cap payout. And if you add up your payments, you might spend as much or more on that plan as you would have just paying your vet directly. I personally don't add it on because I feel like I get better value paying for routine stuff out of pocket. But this is something you guys can dive into as well. Pet insurance usually works on a reimbursement basis, meaning you take your pet to the vet, you're going to pay your vet up front, then afterwards you submit a claim. The insurance will pay you back minus your deductible and copay. Some plans, like Trupanion, even offer direct vet pay, which means they pay the clinic directly if your vet agrees. So it's not 100% guaranteed. So here's where it gets tricky. Pre-existing conditions are usually not covered. And what that means is if your dog has symptoms or something before you got pet insurance, that condition might not be covered ever. This could even be little things. Ear infections prior, itching, which could be allergies. If that's in your vet records, it won't be covered after. Which is why enrolling early is so important. I have 3 dogs, and as soon as those dogs joined our family, I got pet insurance, so everything would be covered. There are some exceptions, and they are rare. For example, AKC Pet Insurance offers coverage for some pre-existing conditions after a year of continuous coverage and only in some states. So now let's look at some of the big name companies stack up. ASPCA, trusted brand, broad coverage, but it doesn't include exam fees when you're there for an emergency, and not the cheapest. Claims can take a while. AKC is unique in that it's one of the only ones covering pre-existing conditions after some time, but your premiums might be higher with that insurance. Embrace flexible payouts. Dental illness coverage included, but there's no unlimited option, and they might also have restrictions on genetic conditions if you don't enroll your dog young enough. Fetch by the Dodo, comprehensive accident illness plan, so you're only covering those accidents and illnesses, but the claims process is very, very detailed. FIGO, really fast claims, broad coverage. This is the one I personally use. I have no payout cap and no age limit. My 18-year-old dog still has coverage. Lemonade, Nationwide, Pets Best, Pumpkin, Spot, Trupanion, all solid options depending on what you specifically need. And I have a full in-depth breakdown of the pros and cons of every single one of these on my blog that I'll link to. Here's another angle. Why not just save instead of insure? If your pet never needs medical care, you might save money by putting cash directly into a vet emergency fund. But if the unexpected does happen, like major surgery, cancer treatment, emergency care, even my senior dog has a lot of issues that rose up later in life, insurance often pays off way faster than you can save. I had a bill for my dog that was over $10,000, and that was before the aftercare she needed. So what's the bottom line? A dedicated emergency fund is smart. Pet insurance, though, is an extra protection for the big stuff. I know personally, if I get a $15,000 bill tomorrow, I can't afford it. So I feel that peace of mind. For most of us, a combination of having both savings and insurance feels the safest and gives us peace of mind. Personally, I use FIGO because of its fast claims, broad coverage, and I've had everything covered from acupuncture, hyperbaric treatment to more. But the best plan for you depends on your pet, your budget, and what matters most to you. So thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, drop a comment telling me, are you team insurance or team savings fund?